Animal Farm begins like a fable, but in this fable there is nothing meant for children. This story, through a farm, explains how power is born, how it legitimizes itself, and how it decays. This is not a story about animals. This is the story of power. And power never begins innocently. It only appears innocent. Imagine a farm. Humans rule, animals work. Mornings start early, nights end late. There is hunger, there is exhaustion. But the worst part is this, there is no hope. For the animal, life is not living, it's enduring. They work, they produce, but in return, they receive only enough to stay alive. And the strongest part of this system is this, no one asks why. Because habit is stronger than questioning. Until one night, inside the barn, an old pig speaks. His name is Major. Major does not shout. He does not threaten. He does not chant slogans. Because real revolutions do not begin with shouting. They begin with ideas. Major does not promise the animals a future. He does not point to an enemy. He simply reveals a contradiction. He says, humans are parasites. Animals produce. Yet those who produce are hungry, those who do not work are full, and he asks, why are those who work hungry, while those who do not work are full? This question does not destroy a system, but it cracks its foundations. Because a system is most vulnerable the moment it loses its meaning. Major speech is not a call to rebellion, it's an awakening. An awakening can sometimes be more dangerous than weapons. For the first time, the animals think. This order is not natural. This order is not fate. And most dangerous of all, this order can be changed. Major dies, but the idea does not. Because ideas cannot be killed. They only sleep. And when the time comes, they awaken. And one morning, they turn into rebellion. Humans are driven out. The farm is seized. And as has been said thousands of times throughout history, now everything will change. This sentence is the first lie of every revolution. At the beginning, everything is clear. Rules are written. They are hung on the wall. They are simple. They are understandable. And most importantly, all animals are equal. This sentence is the heart of a revolution, but it is also its most fragile point, because equality, if not protected, is the first thing to disappear. The early days are full of hope. Animals sleep less. They work more, but this time they believe they are working for themselves, and belief suppresses exhaustion. But revolutions do not last long. Because the revolutions end, power begins, and power always wants some to rise above others. The pigs step forward because they speak, because they appear to think, because they can form sentences, and the masses always mistake the one who speaks for a leader. Not knowledge, not morality, not justice, not strength, only the voice. There are two pigs, Snowball and Napoleon. Snowball is eloquent. He makes plans. He speaks of windmills, the future, progress. Snowball sells hope, and hope keeps the masses standing. Napoleon, however, is silent. He listens. He waits. He observes. Because some seize power not by speaking, but by using time correctly. One day, the dogs appear. Snowball is chased away. The debate ends. The idea disappears. The opposition disappears. But the system remains. Napoleon is now the leader. But this is not called leadership. This is called mandatory order. Because in this order, obedience is not a choice. It is a necessity. And necessities are always decorated with the word goodness. He tells the animals, we are here for your own good. This sentence is one of the most dangerous sentences in history Because every tyranny begins with this sentence. No one introduces themselves as a tyrant. Tyrants present themselves as protectors. Without us, things would be worse. If we leave, chaos will follow. If we are gone, the enemy will come. These sentences are not threats, they are conditioning. The animals work more, they eat less. But they are told you are better off than before. And people or animals often believe this when they can no longer remember what before was like. As memory fades, lies grow stronger, and the one who erases memory is not Napoleon. Napoleon uses force, but force only silences. The one who erases memory is someone else. Squealer speaks. Squealer does not shout. He does not threaten. He does not punish. He only explains. But these explanations do not describe the truth. They replace it. Squealer gives numbers, presents statistics, twists words. He does not say cut, he says adjustment. He does not say hunger, he says temporary sacrifice. He does not say inequality, he says difference in expertise. Because when words change, reality appears to change. Squealer does not bend the truth, he redefines it. And while doing so, he relies on something very powerful: fear. Snowball might return. Fear is more effective than truth. Because fear does not demand proof. It does not demand questioning. It does not demand thought. Squealer's real power is not that he lies. His real power is this: he makes lies seem reasonable. Difficult but necessary. Unfair but temporary. Wrong but unavoidable. The rules are still on the wall, but the animals no longer remember them clearly. A sentence changes, then a word, then the meaning. No one notices, because a hungry mind cannot protect its memory. The pigs begin living in the house. They sleep in beds. They drink alcohol. They wear clothes. But there is no problem, because after every change, the same sentences is heard. It was always like this. The darkest truth of Animal Farm is this: tyrants often emerge from within the revolution itself. One day, the animals realize this. The pigs are walking on two legs. And on the wall, only one sentence remains. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal. This is where the revolution ends, but the story does not. Humans return. They sit at the table, together with the pigs. Glasses are raised, laughter follows. The animals watch from outside. They look at the pigs, they look at the humans. And no, they cannot tell the difference. Animal Farm does not tell us revolution is evil. It asks this: what does power become when it's not controlled? And the answer is clear. The tyrant changes, but the system remains the same. Why is Animal Farm so disturbing? Because while reading it, you realize this. This story has happened before, and most likely it will happen again. Because people forget, and societies that forget repeat the same mistakes more easily. And the most dangerous truth of all: people do not become slaves when they lose their chains, but when they grow accustomed to them. Animal Farm does not warn us, it accuses us. And it leaves us with this question: if you have been there, would you have objected? Or would you have looked at the wall and silently accepted it? That is why Animal Farm is not just a book. It's a mirror that is rewritten in every era. And sometimes looking into the mirror is the hardest thing of all. If this video stayed with you somewhere, if even a single sentence made you stop and think, if it made you feel that you are not alone. To keep these kinds of videos coming, liking the video, leaving your thoughts in the comments, and sharing it is enough for us to continue this journey together. If you don't want to miss these moments of confrontation, subscribe. because this place is for those who can't run away from themselves. If you are here, it means we are asking the same questions. You can also follow me on my social media accounts. Take very good care of yourself. See you.